Welcome to YouTube. It's 6 minutes past 9, Saturday morning. This is another installment. Sorry it's been a while since I've posted, but I just want to show you what I'm doing to my little powder coating oven. Okay, so I've tried the heating element using internal cooker bits and pieces. It's okay, but it takes a long time to warm up. I've got a little oven fan in the top to circulate the heat. I'm going to do something different. So I've taken all the gubbins off that I put in. That's my little PID controller. There's the SSD, and that cable there goes to the K-type thermocouple, and this obviously just bolts on the side of there. Now what I'm doing is I'm going to convert it to gas. Here is my Devil 700 space heater. It is a constant ignition space heater. Yeehaw. I noticed that there wasn't any, couldn't find any English conversions. There's all the American ones with the black space heaters. I couldn't really see any English ones. So what I've done, should have made a video of this earlier, but I had a bit of a camera issue. What I've done is I've got a 240, a little bit too big solenoid, gas solenoid. I removed that was on the inside with that, which is the manual igniter. And strangely enough, if you get that one off of Amazon, it fits nicely through the back of the unit, and you can maintain your temperature adjust. Okay. You've got to do a little bit of jiggery-pokery with some of the fittings. For instance, you've got to go from that 1/2 inch down to 1/4 inch and then down to some little random 1/8 of an inch thing. You do not need to worry about the thermocouple. I'm just leaving that hanging there for now. And then all you have to do is wire it up. Now the wiring looks a little bit on the Heath Robinson side at the moment, but the leads reach to that outside solenoid, so you can maintain the needle valve for your temperature control. And then you just follow the wires to the switch, and then you peel them out. So for instance, this white wire here is the one that goes to the SSD, and I've just hacked it into the system here. So it goes from the, so basically it's like switching that switch on and off. Okay, so all I'm doing is breaking the live circuitry to the rest of the circuitry and added the 220 regulator into it. So basically when the PID reaches is below the temperature required, flicks everything on and everything just fires up. So that's it so far. Sorry I couldn't show the build, but kind of got a little bit frustrated with the camera, to be honest. But as you can see, it used to come out of there, the that dial gauge, or the the needle valve. I had to cut a little hole there so that it would poke out through there quite nicely, and I just cut a ginormous hole here to make sure that we could keep all the keep the 240 solenoid all out and as tidy as possible. Had to bend the copper pipe a little bit. I was a bit concerned about that, but it all went in quite nicely. So not an awful lot to say really. In the back here you can see there's the live that goes to the solenoid and cuts into the switch. There's a neutral that cuts into the switch, and the blue wire here is what goes to the SSD, and the black wire goes to the other leg of the SSD. So when the live makes contact in the SSD, the whole lot fires up. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, I'm afraid that's my dumber set attitude. Okay, I'll get back to you later and hopefully show you it firing up. Well, as AVE would say, it works. We're just trying to get it up to 20 degrees Celsius, English. See, it's just firing and firing until it gets the 20. It'll stop. You can see on the SSD every time it fires up. There we go. So from pits, regulating the temperature. It does it quite smart as well, apparently. Sorry for the noise. And there it is, and it's just firing at the K-type. So it's just keeping it at 20 degrees. So, no smell of gas, woohoo! And should be good to go. So I'm just now gonna mount this, tidy this up, mount this back on here, tidy these wires up, and then a little bit later today, hopefully, I'm going to mount that into the side of the rubber. See what happens. Catch you later.
Come back down. Put the plug in, put it in, and switched it on. There's nothing. So perhaps you put the jug on, it'll work, right? I'm stood there, he's still over it. Press the button. Racing up to 180. Just with all the modifications.